Welcome again for hopefully a good viewing of a trip southward from Christchurch region. At the moment we've just stopped at Lake Pukaki to have a view up over, and just a break really after a wee bit of a spin through some wet weather, and we're heading down towards the Beaumont Motorcycle Rally, which was held late in the year due to COVID. And we stopped here for a real nice brew. It was nice and hot, so we had a Heineken, or I had a Heineken at least, and we decided to head to a place for a stop called the Lindis Pass Hotel. It's an historic hotel. In fact, it's so historic, it's prehistoric and has no running water or brown ales. It does actually have running water. There is a river here. We were hoping we would be able to skip across the river on our bikes and make our way to the pub site swiftly. But unfortunately the access was not what we anticipated it to be. So we had to go the long way around, which was an extra 12 kilometres. A little dirt road, quite a pleasant dirt road actually, very pleasant road, and a little bit of livestock. We were lucky, the weather was fabulous. The forecast wasn't looking so great, but sometimes you just got to do it anyway, and you will be surprised. Either it'll be pouring with rain or it won't be. So you go through some, I guess it's private farmland, until you get to the historic site, which has got a couple of ruins. They are quite cool. There's a bit of shelter potentially if you're caught in the bad weather. And this is the old hotel. They have rebuilt some of the foundation walls just to, I think, keep the historic nature of what was. Taking your own food, drinks, enjoy the sunset. Lupins were out. They really added a funky aroma to the air, which was good, really good. A few other campers there as well. It's actually a free camping ground, so nothing to pay, which is even awesomer. You can take a wee walk around the area. There's a river there. A few people took a swim or a wash down in the river. And there's this old building you've got to take a wee walk to. It's got some nice spooky kind of feel to the building. One could easily spend a couple of nights there. We had perfect weather for the stay and just a really good night. Again, it's always a nice ride through that valley, the Cadrona Valley area, and very popular with especially tourists, even though there's not many tourists around at the moment, and a perfect stop for brunch. Met up with a few other riffraff for our journey southward. A ride over the Crown Range is almost a must when you're in the region. It's a nice road, almost perfect for motorcycles. Even in the winter when it's all laden in grit, it's still a nice ride. Just got to take it a bit easier, be a bit more cautious. And we headed through a road from Clyde through the back and comes out of missing out Alexandra altogether, which is a really nice quiet road, and it's got really nice corners in there as well. really worth that trek. And you head down through the valley there, through past Roxburgh and so on, and you end up at the Beaumont Hotel. There were a good number of people turned out for the weekend's festivities. Normally out the front there's piles of bikes parked up. The weather was a little bit average in the evening, but all in all, some guzzies, many brands, good meal put on, some fire to help warm one up a little bit. Music's good. So the sun has obviously gone down. Yeah, the rain's kind of like a peaceful falling on the ceiling. And then suddenly it's morning and it's time to get back on the bike and head north. The weather again was not meant to be all that great. We stopped in at Lawrence for a breakfast. And we did get a little bit wet going through there, and then we hit the east coast, and even though the road is a little bit blah blah, we never got struck with any further rain, and all in all it meant for a wonderful ride. I might be wearing wet weather gear there, that was just in case, because it was threatening up in the mountains and it could have came through over to the coast road, but it didn't, it was good. And it's always nice to get home and end up with having a delicious dinner. There's the Waimak River, you can see there's a bit of water in there. Must have been a bit of water in the hills. Got home, cooked up a real good feed, patties, peas, potatoes. Couldn't ask for better. Until the next time, thanks for watching.